Well, hello everyone. I'm standing at an awkward angle. I naturally rolled every single ball of yarn that we have. Here is the shuttles loaded with one ball of red, which should be 10 yards, so we'll be starting with that. I'm trying to approach this in the way that you might if you just had never done this before. So if it seems chaotic, that's because it is, and that's kind of how I work. And I only really look something up unless I have a pending emergency question. So I have our Roy G. Biv of colors here. Sorry, I'm reaching from a very strange angle to accomplish this. And also it noted to leave a certain length of yarn to start with. I don't know how much a certain length of yarn is in science, but that's not a science number. So we're just going to give it, it's kind of, a general amount of yarn, maybe a foot, and we'll see what happens. I'm assuming this needs to be in the forward position because it has to beat it back, and then we flip it each time. So here goes our first ever shuttle pass. Okay. First of all, glad I didn't make that any thicker. Good news on that. I'm going to pull it here anyway, even though we don't really need to, I guess. And we're going to beat it down. And then we're going to flip the headles. Oh, I see it happening. I see the science. And then we're not going to pull it super tight, like it told us to not do that. And then we're going to pass it back through thusly. We're not going to pull on it. We're just going to let it get to even over there, and then we push it back. Okay. And then we do that again, presumably for the next 239 years. Oh no, we didn't switch the heddles. Go back. Go back, 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 go back. Oh my god. We've already almost worked this. This will be the hardest part, is remembering to switch it each time. It's okay. We will get used to this process. It's just new. It's not bad. Okay. We're not pulling it tight. We're leaving room, and we're pushing the beater back. Probably pull a little bit more through than that. We're not pulling it. Look, we're weaving. Look at us go. And we're switching. And we're shuttling. And we're gently moving. And we're beating. Look at us. We're like the weavers of old. Oh, switchies. See, nearly did it again. All right, well, I am going to try and stitch through 10 yards worth of each color for no good reason. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I have a beater for that. And then we switch it. Well, this goes pretty fast. I mean, not fast if you're making fiber, but like an actual thing. But if you're just doing some weird artwork, this is going great. Beater. Okay, we haven't pulled it inward, so I think we're doing well there. Oh, wait. Did I change it? I didn't. That is definitely going to be the hardest part for me. Okay, remembering to flip the heddles. And we're going through, and we're beating. Looks like we could have pulled a little more slack on that. And we're beating, and we're switching, and we're shuttling, and we're beating. Look at us go. Look at us. Look at us doing it. Look at us. We're weaving. I am so proud of us. All right, well, I'm going to put this in a more conducive position to me not breaking my back to do this, and I'm just going to keep going and speed it up for all of our sakes. I don't think we'll do this all in one video, but I'm at least going to get us through like the first two colors maybe, and we'll see where we're at. But this is great, and I will just leave that there, and then presumably we will get to a point where we need to... we won't be able to fit the heddles, and we'll have to move this down, and that scares me a lot, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're not there. All right, let me put this in a more safe for my spine position, and we'll keep going. All right, so here we are after 2 of these. What you just saw was an 8x. So while that sounds horrifying, it only took me about 8 minutes to do each of these. Now, I did have to become extremely brave, controversial yet brave statement. It was brave of me to do this. I had to scooch the warp bars down. Now, what I've noted here. Also, I'm not doing any of the fancy joinery. I Googled that. There's like 6 ways to do it that are fancy, and a square knot was still one of the ways. So I did it that way. We will learn something else new another day. Don't add too many skills to one project. We've learned that the hard way. But if you look here, you'll see that all of the warp threads, whilst being very out of alignment, which is probably why it was so hard to get this to be tight properly. Anyway, the bar is actually they've just wrapped it right up in there. So I don't think it's an issue, which I thought it might be on the front. When we loosen it again from the back, we will have to roll this up in the front. And I think it'll be okay because we're just going to roll it up together. We'll probably have to take out our little bumpers at that point. But I have switched to yellow, which in this case is weld. So far we have hot processed cochineal, and we have hot processed madder from what is apparently a very exhausted dye bath in this case. And now we are on to the weld for the yellow in our rainbow. Very exciting. All right, we were very brave, and we will continue to be brave. So here we go. Okay, we have officially tasted the rainbow. We have done red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I think I did pretty good here on keeping my edges. I suppose this is a selvage. I did pretty darn good. I'm a better left-handed weaver than a right-handed weaver, I guess. My right-hand side is much more irregular than the left. Couldn't explain to you why. We have plenty of warp left in the back, so what I think I will do is just keep repeating the Roy G. Biv. I've already pre-loaded some shuttles here to continue the pattern. But the next time you see this will be us cutting this off of the loom, terrifyingly, and learning how to finish it together. But that will be the next part of the video. I sincerely appreciate you coming on this little adventure with me as I learn a fun new skill. And also, I appreciate any tips and tricks you have in the comments, because this is all new to me. And then I think the last video we make of this particular $42 Amazon loom will be rewarping it and seeing if we can do that successfully. Otherwise, I think this loom is really great. I give it like a 9 out of 10 on the is this a half-decent product scale. Love it. Absolutely thrilled. All I did was ram cotton batting in the back to kind of tighten it up. I couldn't get it in the front anymore in here, so I ended up having to pad the back. We're doing what we can. We don't know what we're doing, so we're learning as we go. But anyway, I'm very excited to see you in the next one. Thank you so much to multiple patrons, including Sydney and Karma, and several others who have been so kind in offering me some advice as I learn to weave. That includes Kate, who told me not to let the cotton yarn get all crazy and tangled. Anyway, I can't wait to see you in the next one, and I hope to have a very impressive long rainbow to show you that is all hand-dyed. And then I believe I stopped telling you what it was at Weld. This one is Saxon Blue over California Lilac to make green. This one is just a Saxon Blue Control on a very light dye bath that I was trying to make greens in. These ones came from the same amount of Saxon Blue. One just happened to be yellow first. This is just plain Saxon Blue on mixed alpaca and sheep yarn. And then this is Saxon Blue over cochineal, which I thought would be a good idea because we started with a cochineal for our red down here. And so it kind of like will be harmonious, hopefully, when we put the red next to it. But I think that it'll look cool, and then we'll find like a nice stick to hang it on or something, or some creepy witch bell. I don't know. It's a little gay to be witchy, but there's plenty of gay rainbow witches. You don't have to be dark to be a witch. All right. Well, in the next one, I will show you how we take this off of the loom, and we can all be scared while we do that. Thank you so much for watching, and if I've earned your like or subscribe, please hit that button. See you in the next one. Bye!